Hey guys, welcome back to Mrs. Webb's house. It is Juanita and I am excited for our next episode. Now our next episode in my seasoning and sauce packet challenge is going to be an Asian inspired dish, and it's going to be honey sesame chicken right here. So this is the sauce for it. It has a lot of ingredients, so it may not be the quickest meal to make, but we're gonna see what it tastes like. So if you want to see how it comes out, come on and join me. Okay guys, so what we're getting ready to do is we're getting ready to put the chicken in the batter. Now I've got the chicken cut up like this into slices. I took a full chicken breast, I cut it in half lengthwise, and then I sliced each half into slices. So that's how I got my chicken breast. So we're going to put it in this batter here, and as you can see, the batter is very silky, like smooth and silky. I believe that's because of the cornstarch. So I'm going to get my chicken in here and start letting it sort of sit, you know, and marinate in the batter. I'm not using all of this chicken. I'm using a good portion of this chicken, but some of this chicken is for a different recipe. So we're gonna get this chicken in here. Let me see what I'm working with. Oh yeah, well, you know what? I mean, it looks like it could tolerate a lot more chicken than I thought. I did double the recipe though, because I'm gonna use 2 packs of sauce because 1 pack just didn't seem to be enough to me. So I'm going to use 2 packs of sauce, and it said it calls for 16 ounces of chicken per packet. So that's 2 cups of chicken. So this is kind of like 4 cups of chicken. So let me toss this in here and get this in here. See what it looks like. Okay. Okay. Very nice. All right. All right. That looks really good. The batter is coating the chicken well, sticking to the chicken. I don't see a whole lot of slippage, you know, like you make a batter and then you put it in there in the fryer or whatever, and then next thing you know, all of it can fall off of the chicken. I'm not seeing that here, so this is very good. Okay, all right. Okay. I'm thinking maybe a little bit more, maybe a few more pieces. Yeah, that'll be good. And as you put the chicken in the bowl, the batter expands around the chicken. So that's something, because it didn't seem like it was that much batter, but it really is. It's quite nice. Okay guys. So what we're going to do is just kind of let these chicken pieces marinate in this batter for maybe 20 minutes or so while I'm getting the oil hot to fry them, and then we'll move on to our next step. All right. Okay guys, we're getting ready to fry up the chicken, and as you can see here, it's been sort of marinating in the batter for maybe like 20 minutes or so, waiting for the oil to heat up. And I have a Farberware fryer here, and so this is what I'm using. The oil is at 375. So I just take the lid off. Now what I would recommend with this, you'll see what I mean in just a second, is just kind of holding it for just a minute and then letting it go. Okay, so let me show you. Holding it for just a minute and then letting it go. See? Look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks so good in here. So we're gonna hold it for just a minute and then let it go so that it doesn't stick to the basket. Now I've had this issue before with battered things. If I just dropped it in here in the basket, it stuck to the bottom. I couldn't get it out. So this method seems to work a lot better. Just hold it for a second, find an empty space, hold it, let it begin to cook, and then just let it go. See how fast that is? My batter's already cooking up. Okay, I'm gonna get one more in here, and then I'll bring you back when it's time to take them out. Okay, let me get one more in there. There we go. Gets all nice and bubbly, drops in, and frying like a champ. All right, guys? We'll come back in about 4 to 6 minutes and check on them and see how they look. Alright guys, we are back. It's been about 6 minutes and it is time to take the chicken out of the fryer. I'm going to put it on this grate, on this rack right here, so that it can drain and stay crispy. See, the problem with when you're frying things like this and they get soggy on the bottom, you need a rack like this so that the oil can drip through, air can circulate around the pieces of food, and they stay crispy. Okay. So, oh my gosh, you guys, these look so good. Okay, ready? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, they are delicious. They're crispy. Look at that. Fluffy, crispy, fluffy. Yes, I said fluffy. It's a mixture of plump and fluffy. Fluffy, you know, there it is. Look at that. These look amazing. Okay guys, I am going to go ahead on and fry up the rest of the chicken, and when I'm done I'll show you how much I have, and then we'll get to the next steps of the meal. Okay guys, this is it. Look at all of this delicious chicken. It's all fried up. It's crispy and crunchy. Oh my goodness, golden brown. Okay, the next step is to put this chicken in the sauce, and then it will be time to eat. Okay, let's do it. Okay guys, here is the sauce right here, as you can see in the pot. This is the honey sesame sauce, which I have heated up, and it's delicious. Okay, so this is the Lee Kum Kee honey sesame chicken. Now I used 2 packets of this sauce because I doubled the batches, so I think two packets would be enough. 1 packet would not be enough sauce, I don't believe, even if it was just one. If you were just gonna do 1 batch and put in 2 packets of sauce, that would be really good. But I have hungry people here, and here's the chicken. Ooh, look at that. Yes. So I'm going to get ready and put this into the sauce. Hold on, let me get some tongs, because this stuff is hot, hot, hot. Where are my other tongs? Here they are. They're in my other drawer. Okay, so I got my tongs here. Alright, so we're just going to start putting these chicken pieces into the sauce, and they are very crispy, but it's a light crispy. They're not hard, you know, and they're crisp. You can hear it going into the pan. They're very light and crispy. I heated the sauce on low so that it would, so that the sauce would be nice and hot, but not burn, because this is a honey sesame chicken. So, yeah. Trying to get a lot more in here with these tongs. Alright. Okay. Now it looks like I'm going to be able to... Woo! Did you guys see that? The thing almost jumped right off the end. Alright, there we go. Getting everything in the pot. Now I do have a wok, and you could do this in a wok, but I wanted to be able to show you guys that you can do this with just a large spaghetti pot too. You're just coating the chicken in sauce, and that's pretty much it. Now this recipe does call for peppers and onions, but my family's not a real big fan of all of those, so I just left those out. All right, so we're getting ready to gently fold the chicken into the sauce. Try and be careful not to break the coating. And I tip my pan off to the side so that the sauce runs to one side of the pan. See how that happened? As I turn it, it's basically just coating everything without me really have to do too much in the process. So there we go. Just tip your pan to the side and then just turn the chicken. That way it coats everything and it won't break the coating on the chicken. Wow. Okay. That looks amazing. There it is, all coated. I'm gonna give it one more turn. Okay, two more turns. There we go. And there it is. Alrighty, I'm getting ready to plate it up. I have cooked some white rice back here, some jasmine rice. I have some broccoli in the microwave, and we are going to taste this. Okay guys, now it is time to eat. Let me show you my plate. What? Look at that. Yes, it is delicious. It looks delicious. There's some jasmine rice here, some broccoli, and the sesame honey chicken. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me give this a taste and see what we're working with. All right. So I've got my plate here, all right, and I'm going to see. Oh, okay. The chicken is still pretty crisp and firm even though it's in the sauce. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. This is really good. And I mean really good. Get a little broccoli in there. Mmm. 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 Yes, what was that you say? Is that as good as it looks? It absolutely is. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. Okay. Now, the thing about this meal, and it says on the packet that it's ready in minutes, is that it is not ready in minutes. It takes a long time to make this. You are frying the chicken in batches. I suggest you use like a fryer or a Dutch oven with a lot of oil in it, because I don't see you being able to do this in a frying pan, because the chicken has to puff up and crisp, and you need a lot of oil for that. This can't go in the air fryer either. Second, from start to finish, this took me about 3 hours. Now, this is not a quick meal, like I'm saying. It's a delicious meal. It's very, very good. But it's more like a Sunday afternoon lunch, you know, or if you're making dinner at lunchtime, you know, if you're at home and you have enough time to do this, it is worth it. Don't get me wrong, it's worth it. But it is going to take you some time. From prep time with the chicken, I had to cut the chicken breast up into chunks, and then I had to make up the batter and whip that up, kind of let it sit for a little bit, then put the chicken in, and then wait for the oil to heat up and, you know, cook the sides. I mean, that was during the frying process. But from start to finish, this took me about 2.5 or 3 hours. So just bear that in mind if you're deciding to have this for dinner. It's an excellent dinner. Excellent. But it takes a long time to make. Okay, guys, that's my thoughts on the Lee Kong Kee honey sesame chicken. Join me next time for another episode of the Seasoning and Sauce Packet Challenge. See you guys later. Bye.